What if I told you that a season's worth of sweat, strategy, and sacrifice came down to a single inch? That one microscopic difference in trajectory could have rewritten Blue Jays history? Well, that's exactly what happened in Game 6 of the World Series. And the baseball gods weren't smiling on Toronto. Hello, Jays Nation. Welcome to Blue Jays News Today, your go-to spot for the latest Toronto Blue Jays updates. Today, we're diving deep into one of the cruelest twists of fate you'll ever see on a baseball diamond. Have you ever watched a play unfold and felt your heart sink before the umpire even made the call? If you want to stay locked in on every Blue Jays moment, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because we're breaking down the dead ball that changed everything. Let's set the scene. Game 6 of the World Series. The Blue Jays are down by 2 runs and desperately need base runners to cross the plate. Addison Barger steps up and absolutely crushes a ball to deep center field. Myles Straw is motoring from first base, thinking he's about to score and make it a 1-run game. The energy in the stadium is electric. But then, in the cruelest possible way, that baseball gets lodged at the base of the center field wall. The outfielders immediately throw their hands up. The umpires converge, and just like that, it's ruled a ground rule double. Straw, who would have scored easily, has to return to third base. Barger is stuck at second. The rally that could have been never materialized. Instead of a 1-run deficit with momentum on their side, the Blue Jays stayed down 2 with the pressure mounting. To make matters worse, Barger later got doubled off second base on a line drive with 1 out, ending the game entirely. But the damage, the real heartbreak, had already been done by that dead ball. So what does this mean for Toronto? It means they're headed to a winner-take-all Game 7, but it also means they're carrying the psychological weight of what could have been. Baseball is a game of inches, and this was the ultimate example. If that ball hits an inch higher or an inch lower, it bounces off the wall. Straw scores. The deficit is cut to 1. Maybe Barger's on second, maybe he stretches to third. Either way, the entire complexion of that inning changes. Tyler Glasnow was on the mound for the opposition, and while he's been lights out all postseason, who knows if he escapes that jam with a runner 90 feet away and the crowd roaring? The Blue Jays had the momentum. They had the right pieces in play, but a freak occurrence stole it all away. This isn't just about one play, though. It's about how fragile momentum is in October baseball. One unlucky bounce can shift an entire series. The Blue Jays now have to regroup, refocus, and find a way to channel this frustration into fuel for Game 7. If you're a longtime Blue Jays fan, you know this franchise has had its share of October heartbreak mixed with glory. Remember Joe Carter's legendary walk-off in 1993? That was fate smiling on Toronto. But there have been other moments where the baseball gods weren't so kind. Think about the 1985 ALCS, when controversial calls went against the Jays. Or more recently, the 2015 and 2016 postseason runs that fell just short. Baseball history is littered with these kinds of plays. The Bartman incident in Chicago, the infield fly rule controversy in Atlanta, Jeffrey Meyer reaching over the wall in New York. These moments become folklore. And now the dead ball in Game 6 will be etched into Blue Jays lore. Across Major League Baseball, we've seen how a single play can haunt a team for years or become the origin story of an epic comeback. The question is, which narrative will the Blue Jays write? Looking ahead to Game 7, the Blue Jays face a monumental task. They need to shake off this gut punch and come out swinging. The pitching matchup will be critical, and manager John Schneider has some tough decisions to make about his rotation. Does he go with his ace on short rest, or does he trust a fresh arm who might not have the same playoff experience? The lineup also needs to show up. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette have carried this team all season, and they'll need to deliver again when it matters most. The dead ball situation with Barger might linger in the back of their minds, but champions find a way to use adversity as motivation. History shows that teams who respond well after controversial or unlucky plays often come out more determined. The Red Sox in 2004, the Nationals in 2019, they all faced elimination and found ways to persevere. Can the Blue Jays do the same? The entire baseball world will be watching. A dead ball changed the trajectory of Game 6, but it doesn't have to define this World Series run. The Blue Jays have one more chance to prove they belong on top of the baseball world. So here's my question for you, Jays Nation. Do you believe this team has what it takes to win Game 7 and bring the championship home to Toronto? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on every single development heading into the biggest game of the season, smash that like button, subscribe to Blue Jays News Today, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Let's go, Blue Jays!